One of my favorite players, especially young players to watch, is Giannis Antetokounmpo. I think he is so exhilarating. He is so fun to watch, and he's a freak of nature, Greek freak of nature.
I mean, he's one guy that can play every single position right now, which is absolutely insane when you watch him. Like, he could play every position for the Bucks.
Yeah,
it's insane.
He really can, and he makes everything look so graceful. Like, you gotta imagine, this is like a 7 foot, almost like 7-footer, with like a 7.5, it looks like 10-foot wingspan, and he's out there doing things that guards can do, and jumping out of the gym.
15 points, 11 rebounds. Jack in the corner. Thomas. Knocked away and stolen. Here's Middleton. Giannis trailing the lob. Oh! Giannis Antetokounmpo for Chris Middleton.
Look at John McEnroe. He's just like, this is insane.
Shocked. And I love how, you look at the reaction of the whole Knicks bench here. As soon as he jumps over him, they're emotionless. They literally don't move, don't bat an eye. They're just so in shock.
The thing though is that he is going back down the court and it looks like he didn't do anything. He's like, oh, that was easy, man.
It's so cool. It's so cool to see. And this is an individual who has been growing and developing every year since he's gotten into the league. And I don't know how old he was when he first got into the league, like 18, 19?
Yes.
When he was a twig. And just to see him develop and grow, it's like he wants to be in Milwaukee.
Right.
And as he grows and develops, Milwaukee's only going to get better and succeed.
You can just see it in his eyes, and he wants to win, and I think he'll get a ring at some point.
Oh, easy.
And in Milwaukee, I think he wants to stay, be a franchise player. He loves the city, and I think it's really good for Milwaukee.
I think it's great for Milwaukee, and it's going to be in a couple years where those teams and those coaches, when he becomes that guy, LeBron is still proving that he is probably the best player to ever play the game, and he's like fine wine, he's only getting better. But there's going to come a point when diminishing margin of return starts happening and somebody else has to take that limelight. When he's ready to go, I think Giannis is going to be a shoo-in to fit that bill for the next person in line to really be the logo for the NBA.
And off the court too, stylistically wise, he's kind of coming into his own.
Oh, yes.
Signed with Nike, you see him in his warm-ups, but he also has a little bit of swag, which I like.
He does.
A little bit of European swag, but I think it's great.
I think so too, and especially you got to imagine, you would probably be, we can talk about this with you. He is 6'10", and I may be wrong. How hard is that to find stuff to wear? Because this is what you do.
Yes, I mean, and when I talk to these guys, most of them, again, he probably gets a lot of custom made for him. But I mean, that's kind of the only way to go. I mean, unless you're getting your gear from Nike, but he has to get most of his stuff made for him. But again, he's at the point where it's kind of I don't think he even cares enough. That's what's really great about him. I think he throws pieces on and they just work, because he doesn't really need to add that extra swag to him. He kind of just has it in the way that he presents himself, which I love about him.
So I know I said that Giannis is the next in line to take the throne from LeBron. Who else would you think would be a shoo-in for that position?
I mean, that's a tough call. I think both Donovan Mitchell and Ben Simmons are insane to watch. So for me, I cannot wait to see how their game continues to develop.
I'm a big Joel Embiid fan. I love Joel Embiid, and I've never really seen, other than a Shaquille O'Neal, that kind of a center as the main piece for the NBA. And he does an amazing job at being able to get under the skin of his opponents. And I think that's such an integral piece. The greats, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, they had that. That's something that you can see from a Joel Embiid every time he steps foot on the court. So I think I'm still going to go in my heart with Giannis as being the next in line to kind of take over the throne. Maybe you guys can comment below who you want as your next, or who you think is going to take over the throne once LeBron is done occupying that seat. But Giannis, in my opinion, is a phenomenal athlete. He's a phenomenal player. He's developing and growing every year. And he's proving that he wants it. And he wants to work hard, and he wants to get a championship for his team. Subscribe to NBA Playmakers and make sure you ring that bell. Enable those notifications so that way we can drop you more fire content. Be able to see it below, but ring that bell right now.